Hi there, I'm Carl Hansen here. I'm getting ready to do some new grips on my golf clubs. You go have somebody else do it. They do them for like 10 bucks, 12 bucks each or something like that. But on top of the golf club grips themselves, next thing you know, you're looking at 30, 40 bucks a piece. We'll saving some money here. I don't have a whole lot of golf grip removal tools to work with, so I kind of put a few things together here in my garage. It's actually my barn that operates as a garage and a barn. But I put together some things that helps me line up the arrow for your alignment when you're setting up. It's never going to be perfect, but it's going to get you nice and close, so when you're setting up, you'll be good to go. So I guess with that being said, I have a little vise here, and I had to have something to hold my vise down because it's not screwed to the floor. So I got a piece of wood to go on the bottom of the vise so I can lay the club nice and easy on the bottom of the vise without major issues going on there. And then of course I have these two pieces of wood that will actually caress the club. And I'm going to put my hand up here to allow the camera to move with me. So now it's going to come with me. So when I set this club up here, this just how happens to be a 9-iron. I'm going to set it up in here. I like to set it up enough out far enough to where I can clean the face up as well at the same time as we're doing this. But I got this baby laying pretty flat to this here. It's not really critical, but good enough. And then what I do is I take the torpedo level, and there's a leveler thing here, and you get it on the face here. As long as it's on the face, and you get it to where the bubble lines up. Okay, the bubble's about lined up. Now I can turn this. And again, we're not trying to send a satellite to outer space, Elon Musk style or anything like that. But it gets us a pretty nice face here. So that way when we start putting on the new grip, we'll be able to push that arrow as we push it on here. Push it on, we'll be able to push it in and then kind of get that arrow shooting right towards that face there. So it gives you something good to work with. So this point is the part to where I want to remove this. And for removing the old grip, this is the easiest way I do. I get it started right here with a little spin. Get it started there, and then I use the blade. And now I try not to, you don't want the blade to hit the metal here, so you always keep it at a little bit of an angle. And of course, when you slice it at the angle, it allows you to, I'm in the wrong area here to let you see. When you slice it at an angle, it allows you to pull this as it goes. Of course, I got to hold the thing across, and it kind of pulls off like that. You know, we're not trying to save this grip, but I do want to reuse the tape. That's one thing I do like to do, because the grips are they're not the exact same size. I want jumbo. These are jumbo. And so, but the length of the grip itself is the same length, and I'll show you that here in a second. Here we get another. Come on, let's shut that off. All right, sorry about that. So I put my hand up for my camera there, because it actually has a device on it that will actually pause the movement of the camera, so that way it's not bouncing around all the time. I'm really curious on how that works with you all, but again, this takes a couple minutes per club. You're gonna have to cut yourself up. I always Don't do this when you're taking any performance enhancing alcoholic drinks or anything like that. Definitely with this blade, you're bound to do something wrong at that point. I'll try to speed through this on the regular, the one you get. But all right, so at that point, throw these away. You see it's just all worked up, separate little pieces. And I always like to clean off the face. There's a little tape there that's a little different, but you can feel the stickiness of the tape that's on there. But we'll be able to deal with that. What I use is a degreaser. Oh, excuse me. I'll just put a normal regular cleaner on this part. Once I take it off with the cleaner, just kind of wipe it down. Makes it a little extra slick. And then of course I pour a little bit of degreaser on there. And don't be shy in the amount you use. Again, I just had some simple degreaser. You can probably use just about anything. Good way to test it is slide it on, and then I'm going to get this thing to follow me a little bit. Okay. So you slide it on, and then and go from there. And when you slide it on, when you're trying to test a different product other than the degreaser or whatever, slide it on, and if you try to pull it off, it doesn't come off. Hey, good sign that it's going to work for you just fine. So again, I got a little degreaser, and I plugged the hole here. Put a little bit of this stuff in there. Swoosh it around a little bit. Again, if you watch any videos on YouTube, you want to be liberal on your fluid. And you see I pushed that on there. And now at this point, I like to wear gloves. Gives you a little bit of traction. With all this degreaser on there, things can get slippery real quick. And so I'm going to move this over here a little bit so you can see this. So now I've got the arrow right here, and I have to get this on there first, get it started. Sometimes it takes a second. That one took faster, the fastest one I've done so far. Make sure you got an area to press on. Now when I push this on, if you just push this on, you sometimes you'll come short. Come up short looking, and you'll find out that it's not that the grip is too short. It's that when you press this on, it all compresses, and so you got to really slide it over like that. You see that? And then you got these two arrows here lining you up, and you're pretty good. That's about it for that. Then I always take this, always dust off, wear some safety glasses or something. It's just all part of keeping your clubs clean. These are Ping Blueprints, or older models, but they're nice clubs. So now you can see, I'm gonna get this baby, see if get that thing to stop. Recognize in my hand? I think I took my glove off to get it to stop. There it goes. So now you can see I have the grip on. It's all the way past the tape, and should be done deal. And of course, there's the club, and there's the arrow going down at it. And that should be it.